So I'm going to show you the first watercolor technique. This one is just a very simple wet on wet technique. So all you're going to need is your watercolor brush, and I prefer the larger round soft brushes when I'm painting large surfaces. I just think it makes it easier. Then you'll need your watercolor pan set and water. So what you're going to do for this technique is you're just going to basically wet your brush and then just start wetting the paper. So you're just going to put water on there. And then once you paint some of the area with the water, you're going to get your paint set and whatever color you want. It can be any color. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. And you're going to just put the paint on top of the water. So see how it's starting to spread because you have water there already? So that is the basic principle, and you can add more water. But that's basically what the wet on wet watercolor technique is. And you can mix your colors too. I'm just adding some more paint or water on here. Oops. So I'm going to rinse out my brush really, really well. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to add a different color. And you can just, and they can blend and they'll run right in together on your wet on wet technique. So you do your whole paper like that in any colors you want. You can add multiple colors if you want. You can add more water if you need to. And so you just wet your paper and then you add your watercolor. Now if you want to, if you add enough water on your paper, then you can put your color at the top and you can move your paper like this and it will run your colors and they'll run together like that. But you have to be very careful with your watercolor paper when you do that because your paper is very delicate when it's wet. So that's another thing you can do with this wet on wet technique. So yeah, just take your time, fill in your paper with any colors that you want using this technique. And then once you're done painting your background, you can either let it dry naturally like this, or you can let it dry for just a little bit just so that some of the water is soaked into the paper more, and then use a hair dryer and that will help it dry faster. So those are two ways that you can dry this quicker if you want to, or the two ways that you can let this dry. This is one of your backgrounds for your silhouette collage projects that I will show you in the next few videos. So if you have any questions about this technique, please let me know. And I hope you enjoy painting your bright, colorful watercolor background.